Welcome to our video on the CAGED system and major scales. This is a follow-up to our video, the CAGED system for guitar. We'll go over how you can apply what you've learned in the previous video into learning major scales across the entire neck of the guitar. The major scale is probably the most foundational and important scale to learn. First of all, the approach is going to be baby steps. Take small segments of scales, one form at a time, and you'll learn them just fine. And one of the keys is one caged shape at a time, which means you're only going to learn one scale and concentrate on that until you really have it. And another key concept is that we're going to build up from the triad, which is almost exactly the same as the cage shape. You're going to learn that, then you're going to build slowly, adding more notes to the pattern until you have a full scale. One other key concept here is not to just practice them on the guitar, although that's of course very important, but to practice mentally as well. That means you know the shapes, you know how to build the scales from them. Alright, let's get started. First we're going to learn the C pattern, the C shape, and we're going to learn the triad. Let me show you that here. We're in the second position. Here's the shape, the basic cage shape. If you're unfamiliar with how to find those, please do tune in to the video we mentioned. We're doing a major triad, also called a major arpeggio, and we're going to find all the notes that are in there. Now I'm going to start down here. And then we're going to move on to the D major 7 arpeggio. So what you'll see here is we're building up. We're taking the triad, then adding one note, a major 7. There's our new note. So it's just a little bit more than we had before, but still you can see the basic outline here is the caged. Next stop, the D major 9 arpeggio. Basically the cage shape, the triad. Then we move to the major 7, now the major 9, and we'll finish up with the major scale. And you can see each step along the way we're just adding a little bit more. That's the full scale. That's our end goal. So that's how you practice it mentally. Now let's jump over and look at how you would practice it on the guitar. Alright, here we are in the play along section of our super scale trainer. You can of course do this on your own. You don't need the super scale trainer, but it does help of course and gives you lots of good ideas on how to make the most of learning these scales. You see in front of you again, you see the caged shape, the little green dots, and then the full major triad, which just adds 2 notes there, not too much. And what you would want to do is play along. We do that several times and jump over to the major 7. Good, and you'll notice there's an optional note there. You could do it either way there. Doing the major 9. last one is what it's trying to tell you. The D major scale, finally. So that takes you step by step from the caged, add a few notes, and move on and on until you get to the full scale. Now, I would play each of these, the triad, major 7 and major 9, over and over and over until you really feel that they're under your fingers. And at all times, you're keeping the image of the caged in mind, those green dots, if you will.